The Bullion Knot, also known as a caterpillar stitch, is a decorative embroidery stitch meant to provide texture. This video will demonstrate how it's done. First, you'll want to choose the correct needle. I'll be using an embroidery needle, but you can also use a milliner's needle. It just needs to be long and able to pass through your fabric easily. To save on frustration, use a fabric with a looser weave. Test by running your needle with your thread on it through the fabric to make sure it doesn't get stuck. For thread, you can use regular embroidery floss or pearl cotton. The thicker or more strands you use, the thicker the stitch will appear. For this demonstration, I'll be using 2 strands of floss. Put your thread on your needle, tying a knot at the end. Put your fabric into an embroidery hoop and make sure your fabric is pulled taut. This stitch reminds me of a French knot, but instead of a knot in a single spot, you're doing a series of them that goes in a line. I'm going to bring my needle up from the wrong side to the right side, wherever I want the top of my stitch to be, and then I come down to wherever I want the bottom of my stitch to be. Bring my needle up to my first original spot, or at least close to it, but I'm not going to bring my needle all the way through. Push my needle forward just so I have a lot of room on here, and I'm going to take my floss and wrap it around the needle. Now I'm doing it counterclockwise, but it could be just because I'm left-handed, that's why it feels more comfortable. I only wrap enough on here so that it covers the distance between the points of where my needle's coming into the fabric. So just this white part in between here. So that looks about right. Put my thumb over the floss just to hold it. Bring the needle now all the way through. And I'm going to keep holding it until the floss is pretty well as far as it'll go. Now I'm going to lift my thumb. Keep pulling it gently. And you can massage your knots so they look nice and neat, and then go into the fabric at the bottom of the stitch. And that's it. I'll do it again, bringing it from the wrong side to the right side at the top of wherever I want my stitch to be. Bring my needle down at the bottom of the stitch, then it comes up next to where I came in eventually. I'll push my needle forward but not go all the way through so I have room to wrap. I'm going to wrap floss now around my needle. And again, I'm doing counterclockwise, but you can do clockwise if it's more comfortable for you. So I'm keeping tension on this while I put my thumb over the wrapped parts of the floss, then pushing my needle through. And you want to keep the tension with your thumb as you're pulling through. If you let go, it might still work out, but your wraps will get kind of loose, so it might end up looking kind of sloppy. And then as it's getting close, I can lift my thumb, gently pull here to finish the knot, and then go back through the fabric at the bottom. The Bullion Knot can be used individually or grouped to create different looks, and they add depth and texture to give your decorative embroidery a unique look. We hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified of our new releases. Also check out ProfessorPincushion.com to view our complete library with well over 450 sewing tutorials. If you would like to directly support us, you can join our YouTube membership and earn some exclusive perks. Thanks for watching.